Uh-oh.
Oh, unmute it, Mike. Unmute it, Mr. Chairman.
All set?
I'm good.
I think I'm all set now.
Yep. Okay, great.
There you go.
We're good to go.
Yep.
Okay, right now I'm looking at, I don't know, back of somebody's computer or something.
We can hear you. You're good.
Okay, but I can't, all I see is the back of a computer. I don't know what's up with that.
Oh.
I'm not sure what I should see there in the boardroom.
Here?
Well, I see David from his neck down. Hi, David. Okay, I suppose that's not important. I guess I'm going to call to order the
All right.
May
We'll wing it.
May Finance and Rules Standing Committee. At this time, I'd like to say a couple things. One is I'd like to thank Health and Human Services Chair Peck for running this through so I get to see how it works. Thank you. Then I'd like to thank Director Hudson and I think Sean Vincent. I'm not sure if he's the one in the room, but it's marvelous stuff that I can sit at home and not have to be concerned about social distancing and still be part of the meeting and actually get to chair it. So thank you both, all three of you. And then last, I'd like to reach out to board member Calarco and point out that I wish I had contacted you prior to this meeting to just give you an update, but I neglected to do that because I've been busy doing things like mowing my lawn. I don't know how many times you can mow your lawn, but I'm doing a good job. Anyway, on to the meeting at hand. First off, I guess we have minutes from the, I don't remember the last time we met. I think was February.
February.
Okay, February. So I suppose with those minutes, any corrections, deletions, additions?
If you've already done it, we're okay.
Hearing no one's comments, they'll stand as presented. And I would move on to the Finance and Rules Committee sponsored resolutions.
All righty. First resolution this afternoon or early evening is accepting funding from New York State Help America Vote Act CARES grant program and amending the 2020 county budget in relation thereto.
We'll do the same thing that the Health and Human Services Committee did. We'll take a motion on all 7 of these. And then if there's somebody wants one pulled out, we can do that, or we'll just have discussion and then vote on them all as a block. So may I have a motion?
I'll make the motion.
Thank you, Alan.
Second.
Thank you, Bob. Second resolution?
Setting time and place for public hearing on tentative 2020-2021 Jefferson Community College budget.
May I have a motion, please?
Darrell.
Johnson.
Okay, Legislator Johnson, thank you. And second?
Darrell.
Thank you, Legislator Jarrell. Third resolution?
Accepting coronavirus aid, relief, and economic security, which is the CARES Act funding for the Watertown International Airport and amending the 2020 county budget and capital plan.
May I have a motion, please?
Darrell.
Thank you, Legislator Jarrell. Second, Legislator Cantwell.
Mr. Chairman, let me make one observation as we seem to have found another $7,000. So what you have in hand shows $1,091,108. We've revised it to $1,098,108, just for the record.
Thank you. I'd like to point out that Chairman Reed is in the room, or not in the room, on the line, whatever, in the ether. And if there are questions on that, we could take it up with him later. So we have a motion and a second. Can we move on to number 4, please?
Amending the 2020 county budget and capital plan to recognize 2019 revenue from the passenger facility charges at the Watertown International Airport.
Motion, please.
Gerald.
Thank you, Legislator Jarrell. Second.
Cantwell.
Thank you, Legislator Cantwell. Discussion, well, moving on to the number 5.
Authorizing implementation and funding in the first instance 100% of the federal aid and state Marchicelli program aid eligible costs of a transportation federal aid project, which is replacing Coolidge Road and County Route 30 over Indian River, and appropriating funds therefore.
Motion, please.
Johnson.
May I have a motion, please?
I'll make
Thank
the,
you, Legislator Johnson. Legislator Drake, thank you. Resolution number 6.
Authorizing implementation and funding in the first instance 100% of the federal aid and state Marchicelli program aid eligible costs of a transportation federal aid project, in this case County Route 97 over Brown Road, appropriating funds therefore, and amending the 2020 county budget and capital plan.
I have a motion, please.
Gerald.
Legislator Jarrell, thank you. Second.
Johnson.
Thank you, Legislator Johnson. Number 7, please.
Authorizing agreement with Automon LLC.
Motion, please.
Johnson.
Thank you, Legislator Johnson. Second.
Cantwell.
Thank you, Legislator Cantwell. Now we have seven resolutions, and I just would walk through them. Is there any discussion on resolution number 1?
Yes,
Discussion.
go ahead.
No, it's you. I was moving on to 2. So Legislator Jarrell, go ahead.
Okay, yeah, I gotta scroll back down here. Bear with me just a second, Mr. Chairman, please. Okay, so this is the one about voting, right?
Yes.
Correct.
Okay, so can give us a little synopsis of where this funding's going, and what's going on with this, I guess. Where is this? I know there's a big push lately to go to like a mail-in and early voting, and I was wondering exactly what we're implementing here.
Well, it's a one-time allocation because of the COVID-19 situation. It's a stimulus item for $123,000 plus to put in place the upcoming June 23rd election. So there's a variety of costs with any election, from postage to overtime to temporary printing, etc. All of that has been broken out to help fund the costs associated with the primary that's going to be held about this time a month from now.
Okay, thank you, Bob. So it's just for the primary. It's not going into the fall at all.
No, I think at this point it's just for the primary. If there's leftover money, it could apply, but right now this is targeted for the primary.
Okay, I'm good with that. Thank you.
Anyone else on resolution 1? Okay, resolution number 2. Discussion. Resolution number 3. Discussion. Number 4. Discussion. Hearing none. Number 5. Discussion. Number 6.
Mr. Chairman, I'm just losing track a little bit. What's number 6? Can you give me the title of number 6?
Authorizing
That's
the
the Marchicelli.
Okay. Yeah. So with that one, with your permission, Mr. Chairman.
Yes, please.
Thank you. So what are we doing? Are we projecting that we are going to do some construction on highway and bridges and that kind of stuff this year yet?
In these two cases with March to Solid funding, at this point, it's done in stages. Construction is going to be further out, meaning in subsequent years. At this point, that particular resolution is allocating $166,000 for preliminary design and some right-of-way acquisitions. That's the only piece that's really being done this particular construction season.
Okay, so that answers that question, but what about the other construction, I guess? Are we pretty much?
In terms of non-Marchicelli funding, the Highway Department is starting its construction, certainly revised because it wasn't, originally it probably would have kicked into gear in early April. So we have staff back and they are starting specific maintenance and construction activities. As of today, honestly, I couldn't tell you exactly which one, but now what's been budgeted is now how we're moving forward.
Okay, thanks, Bob.
Yep.
And of course, probably a lot of people are already going to know where my next question's going to go is my road going to get paved this year?
We will let you know. I'll ask that specific question.
And the answer is?
At the moment, I don't know. I haven't seen the schedule. But we will work on it.
That's an answer. Very good. Thank you.
It's in the mail. Trust us.
Yeah. Thank you.
No, quite honestly, Pat and all board members, we are asking Jim to kind of give us a bird's eye view once he's got a sense of what construction activity is going to take place this year, what might have to be postponed till later. That's an assignment he's working on as we speak. And as soon as we know that, we'll let everybody aware of what we're doing.
I would really appreciate it. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Any further discussion on Resolution 6? Hearing none, let's move to number 7. Any discussion on 7? Hearing none, I guess we'll take a roll call vote. County Administrator?
Yes. Legislator Johnson.
Yes.
Cantwell.
Yes.
Drake.
Yes.
Jarrow.
Yeah.
Calarco.
Yes.
Monticelli.
Yes.
Motion carries. Motions.
Okay, moving on to, thank you one and all. Moving on to resolutions from the Health and Human Services Committee. Number 1.
Accepting funding from the Families First Coronavirus Response Act and the Coronavirus Aid Relief and Economic Security Act and amending the 2020 county budget in relation thereto.
May I have a motion, please?
Cantwell.
Legislator Campbell, thank you. Second?
Drake, I'll make the motion. Second.
Legislator Drake, thank you. Moving on to number 2.
Amending the 2020 county budget relative to district funding for Community Services Department.
May I have a motion, please?
Johnson?
Thank you, Legislator Johnson. A second?
Jarrow.
Thank you, Legislator Jarrow. Number 3.
Amending the 2020 county budget to allocate additional state aid for community services and mental health programs and authorizing amended agreements in relation thereto.
May I have a motion, please?
I'll make the motion.
Thank you, Legislator Drake. And second, Legislator Johnson. Thank you. Okay, so we have 3 resolutions. I would ask for discussion on the first resolution. Hearing none, the second resolution. No discussion on the third resolution. County Administrator, could we take a roll call vote, please?
Yes, we can. Legislator Drake.
Yes.
Calarco.
Yes.
Jarrow.
Yes.
Johnson.
Yes.
Cantwell.
Yes.
Monticelli.
Yes.
Motion
Thank
carried.
you. Thank you, one and all. There are a couple of other items attached to your packet. Is there any other business? Well, I've just checked with the county administrator. Have I missed anything?
No, you're doing good, sir.
Well, thank you. I was just looking for a compliment. Thanks. Okay, so then I would entertain a motion to adjourn.
No move, Johnson.
Thank you, Legislator Johnson. A second.
I'll second.
Okay, I think Legislator Drake was first, but all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Thank you. I'm hoping everybody's saying aye there.
Sounds like it, yes.
I'm pretty sure, even if they didn't mean it. Is there something we need to do further?
We're all set.
Thank God for
Everybody
that.
enjoy the evening and the sunshine.
Will do.